Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our discussion is about the SPSS, how to download the data file and how to analyze the data in SPSS. Going to start, one file is there, file name is survey5ed. If you have to type the data yourself, then choose this option, type in data. If you want to analyze the data which is already available in SPSS, then you have to open the file. I am opening the file survey5ed. Just click OK. If we click OK, then data will be shown. There are the two tabs. In tab number 1, we have the data view. In tab number 2, we have the variable view. Data view and variable view, these are the two options. User can select any one of them. The data file is like a spreadsheet here, and the variable view contains the one row contains one column or one identifier. The ID is the first column name. It is a numeric variable. Its width is 3 digits. Label is not defined. Label is the descriptive name of that variable. Values is not defined. Missing nahi hai koi. Columns, width of column is 8. It means whenever the data is shown into the output, it consumes 8 particular spaces for showing this ID. And the measurement scale, the measurement scales are 3: ordinal, nominal, and scale. Scale, all quantitatives are assumed as scale in SPSS. In second column is a gender column. In gender column, we have the values. What the values are? Values are basically the codes. I have coded 1 for male, 2 for female. And we can have, for suppose I am going to describe another value for gender, that is not declared, because sometimes participants do not want to declare the gender for the purpose of unbiasedness. Undeclared, that is, just press add. So if you want to add this third one, so you can do in this way. I'm not going to define the next one. I'm just press cancel for that. But marital status, its values are what? These are the different codes: single, steady relationship, living with partner, and so on. Number 8 is widowed. These are the different level of marital status. So this is the data file. Here some variable are there in this data file. Suppose this data file is related to the psychological condition of different participants. Total optimism is a one variable. Top TOPTIM. Top-tim is a variable in which we have total optimism. TMAS, total mastery control. Mastery control means how much the person have a control over its event. These are the different: total positive effect, total negative effect, total life satisfaction is a score. This data is recorded on the Likert scale. Total negative effect, life satisfaction, how much the person is satisfied with his life. That is recorded in the Likert scale. Stress of the person, the self-esteem, and social desirability control. Social desirability control is another variable. So these are the different variables: PCOISS, personal control of internal state. This is one another control variable. So these are different psychological factors for participants. Here in participant 1, ID number 415, she is a female, age 24, married person. She has children. Yes, education is completed, undergraduate. And life in general, source of life in general, smoke. She doesn't smoke. And these are the different mastery controls and options. I'm not interested in these variables. I'm interested in the variable which are these variables. Age group 3, PCOISS, total control of internal state, total life satisfaction. And similarly, we have other variable as stress. This is the stress variable, and so on. So I'm not defining the each and every variable here in the data file. I'm just defining few of them. Some are the quantitative or the scaled variable, other are the qualitative variable. So our interest is in quantitative variable mostly. Now, some options are there in the menu items. In the menu item, this is menu editor or the menu of SPSS. File menu contains the general instructions about the file, saving file, open file, and rename dataset, recent files. It is very important, recent files which are already open in my SPSS. And one more thing is export to the database. This is an important option. In edit, we have insert variable, insert cases. Cases stands for rows. If you want to insert any rows, suppose I want to insert any row, just insert a case. A new row will be added here. If you want to clear this or remove this, just press clear button here. If you want to insert a column, then insert variable, just click over a column, a new column will be inserted. Insert a column, insert variable, a new variable is there. If you want to press clear the column, then that inserted column will be erased or deleted. So these are the different options for rows and column. Rows in SPSS are named as cases and the columns are the variables. Types of the variables are in variable view. You can see the type of each and every variable. I am not defining these variable here. I am just going to move on the next option. The next option is the view option. In the view option, value labels. Value labels are what? Value labels are these coded values. These label values are like smoke num2. Suppose education level 5. Education level 5 indicating what? You can see the descriptive name of this education level. Descriptive name is what? This is the descriptive level of education completed undergraduate. If you want to show the number or code, you have to press this value label. The value label in toolbar, you have a button in the value label, this button, and in the menu item, you have view value label. You can have the same button here in menu. So each of the menu item is there, but some of the menu options are in toolbar. So you can just click any option in the toolbar to get that. One more variable is marital status. Marital status 4 means what? Married first time. Married first time, having the code number 4. Code number 3, living with partner, code number 3, second one, and so on. Now, another thing which is important here in view, that is grid lines. Grid lines are what? These lines are shown. If you want to remove these lines, then grid lines will be removed. So grid lines are important. You have to place them. Then in the data, we have the several options in data. I am going to define some of these here. Define variable properties. Define variable properties. Variable properties are what? Name of the variable, the type of data type of the variable, the measurement scale of the variable, the values of the variable. Suppose I am interested in the variable sex. And continue. We can see the entire description of this variable sex. Variable sex name of the variable, measurement scale nominal. You can change the variable nominal measurement scale from here. Then you have input. Unlabeled value is 0 and numeric value 3. Bit 3. Bit 3 means what? One digit for male and one digit for female, but the total number of spaces to show this variable is 3. Count are 185 males in the data we have. Summary is also be shown here. 254 are the females. Code number for male is 1 and the code number for female is 2. The entire data is shown here in this description. I'm just pressing click here, cancel here. Cases scan 439, value list limit 200, format another from another variable to another variable. These are the different options. I'm not interested to explain each and every step here. So I'm again moving to the another variable, suppose education. Education variable, in the data, we are going to define the variable. The variable, I'm choosing the variable marital status. The variable marital status, continue. Variable marital status, nominal scale. You can change this measurement scale from here. And it's defined as numeric. Why it is defined as numeric? Because it is defined as a code number. Now the code numbers are here: 1 for single, 2 for steady relationship, number 4 married first time, number 8 widow. 105 count. The data file 105 are singles, 37 are having the steady relationship, and 8 means widows are 7 in numbers. Now I'm pressing cancel here. So this is the option in data. In data, I was in define variable. The variable can be defined by the variable view. Variable can also be defined by the data and define variable properties. Whenever I'm moving to the data define variable properties, each variable one by one in the full description will be shown. Now, next step is identify duplicate cases. This is important. Identify duplicate cases means if you click over that, then if there are some duplicated variable in particular variable, it will be shown. Suppose ID is the variable which should be unique. So I am just checking whether the variable ID have duplicate values or not. Click. Then in output, indicator of the last match case, valid cases are 439, and that is an indication that duplicate cases frequency 1 case is duplicated only. 439 total cases and 438 are the unique cases. It means one case is duplicated here due to some reason. We can remove the duplicated case for just data cleaning purpose. Next is sort cases. In sort cases, you can arrange the data with the help of any variable. Suppose I am interested to sort the cases by education level. Suppose I want to sort the data by education level, just select the variable and then press ascending or descending, save file with the sorted data. If you want to save file, a separate file for the separate data, for the sorted data, just click here. If you don't want to save the file, just press OK. Now the syntax is there. for the command of the data sorting. Now we can see that the data will be sorted with respect to education level. Education level 1, 1, 2, 2, then we have, lastly we have education level 8 because, no, 6, because the maximum education level was 6. You can see the code, you can see the text of that, postgraduate completed. That is the maximum education in this data file, having the code number 6. So you can sort the data by this option. Next step is sort variable. If you want to sort variable, means this is column ID, this is sex. Age will come first. If I sort the variable, then age will come first and sex will go to the last column because columns will be arranged. But that is not much needed to sort the columns. Sort the cases are important, not sort the column. So I'm just skipping it. Then transpose. In this case, transpose is not meaningful because columns becomes rows and rows becomes column. It is needed whenever we have the data like matrices in the spreadsheet. Then merge file, we can add cases. If we want to add cases, then we must have the same structure of column. Then cases will be added. Suppose I have 439 cases in this data file, and suppose 10 more cases I have in another file with the same column sequence and with the same column structure. Then I can merge that too. Similarly, I can add two data files with the help of columns. Suppose in one data file I have 50 columns. In another data file I have 3 more columns. So if you want to add more columns, then you can add variable. Whenever we are merging the files by adding variables, the rows must be matched. If the rows are not matched, then we cannot merge the file. So if we want to add the cases, then column structure must be same of the two files which are to be merged. And if you want to add variables, then the row structure must be identical. Row structure means in row number 1, the participant ID is 4. Then we must have a participant ID 4 in the next file which you want to merge as a column. So the row numbers must be matched, or the ID number must be matched in the two files. That is important. Restructure, not interested in split file. If you want to split the file, suppose I want to keep the data of male in a separate file and the data of female in the another file, so I can split the file. Select cases is another option. In select cases, this is basically a filter. If you want to place a filter, then you can choose this option, all cases. By default, all cases are selected. If you want to select only males, then you have to place a filter here. How this is started? Instead of all cases, you have to pick if condition. If condition, click over there. If sex is equal to 1. Sex is equal to 1 and continue. Now you can see that. You can see that data of female is eliminated. Data is male is retained. Male is uncutted, and the data of female you can see a cut on the left side in the wherever we have a row ID. in the row ID in the row ID column we have a cut. That cut is indicating that this data will not be participated in any of the subsequent command. If I put any command in SPSS, then the data of female will not take part in that command. So that is basically the data of female is eliminated. But this elimination is not a permanent elimination. The data retains in the file. Data will not take part in the next command. If we put select cases, if I change the number 2, it means the data of reverse of that. Data of female is retained and the data of male is to be eliminated. Suppose I want to make a histogram for the data of females and not the data for male. So I can go to the graph, legacy graph, and histogram of which variable. I am interested to make the histogram of ages. So just click over the age variable and press OK. So you can see the histogram, and that histogram is only for the female participants. The 254 cases. So as you can see that there are 450, more than 450 participants in the total data file, but the histogram is constructed only for the 254 cases because this histogram is made for only for the female ages. The male ages is not included in construction of this histogram. If I change this and select cases, all cases, okay. And after that, I'm going to use the same histogram. And now the histogram of male and female, all participants will be shown. This is the histogram, and this histogram is a histogram for entire data, 439 cases. 439 cases, this histogram is constructed. You can see the similar pattern in the both data. Entire data, we have the positive skewed distribution, and for the data of female is also be a positive skewed distribution. If you want to construct the histogram for the two genders separately, then we can choose the sex column in rows. If you choose the sex column in rows, then instead of making one histogram, we are basically going to make the histogram for the ages of male and female separately. Now you can see the similar pattern here, positive skewed distribution of ages in male as well as the positive skewed distribution for the ages in female. So these are the different options. You can either restrain the data by select cases, or you can have to place a filter in the histogram directly by placing. Suppose I want to construct the histogram of ages with the help of the variable is marital status. Marital status. So I'm just choosing a qualitative variable. You have to choose a quantitative variable in the first option. In the second option, where either in row or in column. If you want to construct the histogram row-wise, then you have to place the marital status row-wise. Otherwise, you can select it as a column-wise. So I am just now this time I'm just choosing it as a column-wise. Nominal variable is in the columns and quantitative variable for age, because histogram is constructed for a quantitative variable. So you can see a scale there. Now, okay. 8 histograms are constructed. This is a histogram for ages of singles, then steady relationship and widow. Because there are only the 8 participants here, you can see that very few elements are there in the last histogram. Now moving to the again select cases. In select cases, third option is the random cases. For what purpose we can use the third option? Third option can be used for selecting a random sample from the participant. Out of these 439 participants, I want to select only 100 participants, suppose. So just click on sample approximately. You can define the sample in terms of percentage, or you can define it as exactly how many cases you want to select. Suppose I want to select 100 cases. From the first some cases, suppose I am going to first 300 cases. 100 cases from the first 300 cases will be chosen randomly. Another option is what? Approximately. Suppose I'm willing to 10% sample size. The 439 cases there are total, and 10% of 439 will be, I think so, 44, approximately 43 or 44. That will be the 10% sample. I'm just clicking on the continue. You can see the participants, most of the participants you can see out of the file, and few of them are retained only. That is 311, it is retained. And next one is 316, row number, it is retained. Rest of the cases in which you can see a cut over there, that will not take the part in the next command, 351. This is basically soft deletion. This is not a permanent deletion of the cases from the data file. This is a soft deletion. Soft deletion means what? We can take the participants in my file by just selecting the all cases option in this menu. All cases. If I put all cases, then all the 439 cases will be in my file. So random sample is a good option. By this option, we can see that a random sample is to be taken. This can be used. Based on the time or the cases range, use the filter variable. I'm not defining these further two options. The three options are very important. First three options: all cases, or conditional based selection, or random cases. These are the three very important options. Now moving next, I'm just clicking on the all cases and moving next. In the next, I'm just demonstrating how to split the file. Click on the split files and analyze all cases. Do not create group. That is default. Means one group only. All the data will retain in one group. Compare groups, organize output by groups, and I'm going to compare group by sex. Sort the file is already sorted. Sort the file and then click OK. What is the output? You can see the file is split into two segments. The data of males from 1 to 185, then from 186 up to onward, we have a data of female. That is an split the data file with respect to gender. It is not a physical split, is a bifurcation of a file with respect to the gender. The males will be in one group and the female will be placed as another group. Now I'm not defining the weight cases here because the last topic I will cover this last topic separately. Weight cases is basically the topic related with whenever we have a group data. Group data means frequency distribution. Sometimes we are willing to compute the descriptive measure by using the group data. Whenever the frequency distribution is given there, the weight cases will be the option that you can use. Here right now, I am using the data as a ungrouped data because all the data is there. So is a raw data or ungrouped data. If you are willing to describe the data with respect to frequency distribution, then weight cases is an option. Now the next option is transform. In the transform option, first one is the compute variable. Is one of the very important option, compute variable. I'm just clicking on the compute variable option. New variables are to be computed. Compute variable, target variable, a new variable is to be created. How the new variable is to be created? Just type the name of the new variable. Suppose I want to construct another column. That column is smoke num divided by 2. Suppose half of the cigarettes are smoked in daytimes and half of the smokes are in night time. So I'm just going to describe another variable, that is the half smoke. Just a formula is to be defined. This is the new variable. This variable do not have this file. It is a new variable of smoke variable. Formula will be what? Formula will be smoke num, because this formula should be based on a quantitative variable divided by 2. That's very simple formula I'm going to use. Smoke num divided by 2. That is one simple formula. I'm just clicking OK. You can see a new variable will be added in the variable view. This is what? Half smoke. This is a new variable. A scaled variable is now recently added. What values we have in this column, you can see. A smoke num of the first case is 0. Smoke num, this is. Smoke num of case number 4 is 30. It means this person is smoking 30 in 24 hours. Now I'm moving to the last variable. What number there should be? 15, because I used half of the cigarettes. I calculated the half of the smokings are what? The half of the smoking are these. This is basically 80. 80 means 160 will be the actual figure. So this option is very important option. You can compute another variable. You can also merge qualitative variable by this. Suppose I am interested to merge the two quantitative variables. What that two qualitative variables? What that two qualitative variables are? Marital status and child. These two variables I want to connect. This is called concatenation. Concatenation is what? The two strings will be joined. I'm just practically demonstrating it. Joined variable. Concatenation. String concat. I'm just going to define a new variable, string concat. On what basis I'm going to define concat? This is, and then joining by and highest education. These two options I took, education and marital status. Okay. warning. During execution of this indicated command, one of the operand and basically this and is used for logical and. Logical and means what? Condition. In conditions we can have either A or B, either A and B. This is condition. So then this and which I joined here, concat. So you can see that is a blank column. The reason is basically the true false column. So it's not working as a string. If we define the string variables like some names, you can do this option for that. So I am just eliminating this column. In variable view, concat, this column I'm just plus clear. You can see then edit column has been removed. Now the next option is count values within cases. This is basically counting how many cases are. Suppose I am willing to count how many females are there and target label and the target variable. Count, gender count. Target variable count occurrences of values within cases. Just sex, define values, males. I'm skipping this option here because it has too much details. Now, next option is what? Next option is record. Record is one of the very important option. In record, we can have redefine a new variable, redefine a variable. Suppose my variable is based on age. Age is a numeric variable. So my record into same variable, record into same variable and record into different variable. These are the two options. I am going to record into different variable because I want to define a new variable. Output variable, record into different variable. We have to define, record on what basis we want to define? On the variable age. We are going to redefining the variable age. And what is the purpose of redefining? The purpose of redefining is I want to split the age into 3 segments. Age by 3 segments. Age by 4 segments. Here we have the age by 3 segments, age group 3, age group 5. I want to define a new variable, age group 4. Age group 4 split, age is splitted into 4 groups. What that 4 groups are, I will define it. Just click on the change button. Do not forget to click on that. Age group 4, then old and new values. Click on the old and new values. We have option of old values. Old values of age. A specific value or the range of value. I'm going to define the range of values, suppose up to 20. Age lowest through 20 year of age. From where? Which is the smallest age in the data file? The starting is a range. Range starting from where? This range is starting from any number which has defined in my case or my file, which is minimum. From minimum to the year 20. What is the name of this group? I am defining the age group as young. So young is a string. So if I want to define as a numeric variable, then add there. But I don't want to define a numeric variable. I want to define it as a string variable. I want to name of this group as young. Press add. So lowest through 20 will be labeled as young. This is basically called a binning in the data file. Now I want to define the another variable, and this variable is based on a interval from 21 up to 30, and the name of this will be what? Defining it as young2. Young add, and then in the next group from 31 up to 50, I am defining as young3. And the last age group I want to define as highest, range value through highest. And this is from 51 to onward. I'm just defining it as a senior. Now continue. I have splitted the age into 4 groups. From smallest age to the year 20, I use label as young. From 21 to 30, I used as young 2, 31 to 50, young 3, 51 to highest, I labeled it as senior. So you can use any label for these different groups. This is called binning. Now, when I click OK, you can see that another variable will be created, and the name of the variable will be what? Age 4, age group 4 will be the new variable. OK. And in the last, we have new column. The name of new column is what? The name of new column is age group 4. Senior, young 3, senior, young 3, senior, young 3, and so on. Young 2, young 1, young. These are the different options you can see here. So what it does, it basically check the person age. It is 51. 51 means what? It is senior, because I defined the group 51 and above as a senior person. So this is basically the way of defining binning or defining the different groups. Already we have the 2 variables here in the data file. One of them is called age group 3, this is, and another is the variable which is age group 5. In 5 age groups, in 5 groups the ages are splitted. In 3 groups ages are splitted. What that 3 groups are? 30 to 44, 45 plus, 18 to 29. 18 to 29, 30 to 44, 45 plus. These are the 3 age groups. Here we have the 5 age groups, and I splitted it into the 4 age groups. So these are the different ways by defining the groups. These groups are referred to as binning, and this can be done by using record into different variable. Instead of record into different variable, if you are using the record into same variable, then this option will be used for a purpose of like education. In education, we have the group as well as we have the value. Both are there. I'm just clicking on the value label, so you can see that it is 2. It is some secondary. In the same way, it is basically defined in the same variable. One variable is placed in the 2 ways. Either it is showing as a numeric variable, or it is showing as a qualitative variable. So this is the option that you can record into same variable. By phased variable. These are just like marital status. When I click here, 5. When I click again, it is remarried. Remarried, 5. This is called same variable. So this is basically the recoding by the same variable. Now, another option is the option of random number generators. If you want to generate random number like Excel, you can choose this option. Now the next option that I'm going to describe here is the option of analyze. One of the very important option is analyze, because all the menus of SPSS in which the statistical models are to be defined are here in analyze, starting by reports, and then descriptive statistics, tables. Compare means this will be used whenever hypothesis testing will be required. In statistical inference, this option will be used generally. In introduction to statistics, I will focus on the descriptives, because in introduction to statistics, our focus will be on the descriptive measures only, descriptive measures in central tendency, descriptive measure in dispersion, descriptive measures in correlation and regression. So all the descriptive measures are here. Now in linear model, if we want to multiple regression or any machine learning model, you can use this option, linear model. Generalized linear model is one of the advanced option. The linear model, generalized linear model, these are the two options which are basically the regression model or the machine learning model there are. Correlation can be calculated by here, regression can be used. Different regression models are here, linear regression, curve regression, binary regression, logistic regression, ordinal regression, probability analysis. These are the different options in regression. These topics will be mainly the topics of statistical inference. Further models are very important. You listen the name of the neural network. You can apply the neural network here. And one of the very important class of model are time series model. Where are the time series model? Multiple survival forecasting. In forecasting, we have autocorrelations. These models are seasonal components. As I told you, in time series, there are seasonal components or cyclical components or trends. These are the different options in time series data. So this is basically covered in the time series, non-parametric. Now this segment I am going to close here because the meeting will be ended in some minutes. So I want to record the second segment of this lecture separately. Thank you very much.